Okay, so let's do this as quick as possible. You want stainless steel always if you're going to be doing this. This is called an eye bolt. Okay, always make sure you get your weight rating. So for example, these are like 125 each, I believe. They're not stainless, it's zinc plated, so it's just gonna have to do for their push cart, which is sort of inside. These are 120 pound capacity each, so there's 4 of them, which is gonna go on the push cart here. And so that means you have to divide the total weight of the cart, which will have water and ice. Water's like 9 pounds a gallon. So you need to divide that by 4, the total weight of everything that's gonna be on. There's no way that's 500 pounds. There's no way this is gonna weigh over 500 pounds once it's loaded. And especially because I decided that, look at all this scrap metal, oh my gosh. Oh, let me turn off the generator. Especially because I decided on the back wall, I'm just gonna go ahead and go with something a little bit lighter. As you can see now, this is fixed. The reason why it was rotating is because I needed to just put a bolt in here. I was just being kind of lazy. I didn't want to get involved in that situation. This is pretty thin metal. These are pretty specialized components and pieces. They're already a little rusted. I was like, I don't want to be dependent on something like that, but whatever. Here I am, dependent on it. It's good enough. It works. Everything lines up. Just always turn the generator off by switching the gas to the propane. If you've got a dual fuel, it just runs the line dry, so you don't have to worry about gas getting stuck in the line. So as you can see, everything's lined up literally perfectly. On this table, like, we are talking about like millimeters of perfection here. Okay, we are like literally talking about hand cut to perfection, and that's okay, because that's just how reality works. It does not move at all. It's a little too slanted for a grill table, but damn, it is looking real pretty, I tell you what. So everything, it all lines up perfectly to a T. Look at it, even hooks on these lips here of this basketball frame, which is the grill window, or whatever service window when I can do it. This is a dual purpose table. Yesenia, I loved Yesenia in New York. Her husband was running stock algorithms and stuff back then. They were such a nice couple. Shout out to Yesenia. So yeah, let's get back to the tools. And so these blades, you want to try to get like a thicker blade. These are pretty thin. If they're wobbly, it's gonna fling little chunks of particles everywhere. A brushless drill, I already was talking about the charging aspects of it. It doesn't throw sparks as much out of here. The wire coils and brushes supposedly aren't supposed to wear off like the old line of drills, which are probably better, more strong. They're much lighter. Divide the weight by however many points of contact you have. Stainless steel for outside. Generally, I am a bolt perfectionist and I always end up short on my bolts. So you probably want to get bolts that are long, so you can cut them and trim them. Whenever you're doing metal work, especially if you're drilling through anything steel like that's hard, like stainless steel, instead of a different composite metal, get cobalt. Just trust me, get cobalt. Put a little oil on the end, just engine oil. These are great fasteners. They're called lath screws. They fasten on things. You can get drill tip. These are not drill tip, but they're sharp point for piercing thin metal sheets. Always have at least 2 wrenches. 1 wrench is not enough, trust me. Always have 2. You can bang metal really well with things like this, so make sure you're prepared to bang some metal. Metal bends and bangs very easily and nicely. And yeah, U-bolts. These are fantastic, probably one of my favorites.